We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Jordan Yamamoto, the right-hander from the Aloha State, gets the call on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, every once in a while you're going to have one of those horror shows, and this guy had one in his last start. Wasn't able to get out of the first inning, took the loss, and it's probably been a long 4 days in between this start here today. So he's looking to forget about that one and at least go deep 4, 5, 6 innings into this one.
0-1 the count.
First pitch, 7-11.
Late square, and this is popped up. Beatty is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting second, the second baseman, Biggio.
Cavan Biggio stepping up now. He's driven in 4 runs on 4 hits to this point in the series. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
Late that time for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Inside and low, 2-1.
2-1.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. Trevor Story waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Biggio, base runner at first with 1 out. Lifted down the line in left, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch misses, ball 2. cutter got up on him pretty quickly there, and it's back to even 2-2. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Runners on first with one down. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another try at 2-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Up top, it's 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
2-0 count. Here it comes. 2-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Now the 2-1. And he fouls this one off. A runner on first with 2 away. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Casey able to track it down for the 3rd out. Phillies strand 1, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Matt Manning gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
First offering on its way. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock. Hey, guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
Here's the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
So now it's Brian Reynolds. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. From the belt, the pitch. Runner goes for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, the difference between a caught stealing and a stolen base is often pretty small, and that was a really good example. If that throw didn't make the fielder reach across his body a little bit, I think he could have been out.
Yeah, Dan, the throw wasn't all that bad, but it did end up a little more on the third base side of the bag, and that may have been the difference. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times, his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
First pitch on the way. Gleyber Torres comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Change up low, 2-0.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the three-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
All even now, 2-2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Striding in is Jeimer Candelario, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. Count 1-0. Too high.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Popped him up. McGuire waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Nick Ames.
Into the box, Nick Ames. It's been a good series for him so far at the plate with 5 runs batted in on 4 hits. And he gets ahead 0-1. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman.
1-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
1-2 now. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Standing in now, Jordan Luplow. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. Next, here is Diego Cartaya. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. Now here it comes. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Ugh, was that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my early days.
To the plate now, Matt Manning, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Ball 2-0 now.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
From the stretch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
And he gets the call there. 3-1.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Reynolds has it for out number 3. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. So stepping in is Reese McGuire. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
So now to the plate, Blake Sable. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the second guy in 2 innings here.
McGuire leads off second with nobody out. That one's in there. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Candelario is under it, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting 7th, the left fielder, Donovan Casey.
Now it'll be Donovan Casey. The base knocked to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Here's the first pitch to him. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 1 out and a runner on second base. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Story scoops it up, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting 8th.
Up next, Brett Beatty. The potential tying run for him at third base. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Men on third with 2 down. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Outside and a full count, 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
He's set the payoff pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
And now the first pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Oh, he's got that beautiful 12-6 curveball, doesn't he? It's part of what makes him as good as he is, and he has a lot of confidence in it. He'll even throw it behind the count at times.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with the 2-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Hard hit ball to second. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. And now here is Manuel Margot. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch high in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
Now we'll try to beat one out here, but this will be just foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Kevin Biggio. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And now a pitch on the way. Popped him up. McGuire over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. 2 down, no one on base, and in to hit next the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. First pitch on its way, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
2 out, nobody on. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Here comes the 0-1.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they're up 1-0. Bottom of the 3rd now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Luis Guillorme.
Luis Guillorme.
Here's the first pitch, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
2-0 count. The pitch. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Brian Reynolds is on deck. The 3-1. Now a ball hit towards Story at short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. And now Brian Reynolds struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1-0 the count. Now here's the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Hey, as a hitter, you got to tip your hat right there. 2-0, you're sitting all over a piece of cheese, and he pulls the string right there. Let's see if the batter makes an adjustment and sits changeup right here.
The 3-1. There's ball 4.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres, last year's recipient of the Silver Slugger Award for NL second baseman. From the stretch. And he takes ball 1. Reynolds, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Up next to the net.
So here's Pete Alonso looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. 2 out with the man at first. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. There's a good breaking ball down on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled away.
Hey, usually the 2nd time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Another 2-2 offering.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. And it's fouled away. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Now to bat, Reese McGuire trying here to plate the tying run from second. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
He's set. The 0-1. Breaking ball and a good one on the corner to make it 0-2. Two men are on with two men out. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. The next batter is Jeimer Candelario as we begin the top of the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Hit hard toward the right side, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
At the plate, Nick Ames. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Casey arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Next to hit is Jordan Luplow. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Runners off for second. Fouled off. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Another one sent foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Into the box now, Diego Cartaya. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. Candelario over at second. Luplo at first. One gone. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
At the plate now, Matt Manning, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Here's the 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Now at the plate is Blake Sable.
Leading up for the Mets, the right fielder, Blake.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. The 1-0. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's a surprising late swing on a heater, middle cut right there. In a fastball count, he's going to have to turn it up a notch.
A bouncer up the middle. Story picks it up, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Up next for the Mets.
Next for the Mets, Donovan Casey. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Casey.
First offering. And he lays off there, 1-0.
0-1, no strike.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike two. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Standing in now, Brett Beatty. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Story onto the grass. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Manuel Margot. Now the first pitch. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1 and 2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Man, that's surprising, Dan. This guy's flailing at stuff in the dirt and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays him a cookie.
Boy, you would think after throwing 2 pitches out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
To the plate now, Kevin Biggio, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Now a move over to first, just keeping him close. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Margot on at first, nobody out. Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here, take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
The 1-2 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Sable will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So a runner at first with 1 out now, and in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story. Now a throw over, runner back safely. First offering on its way.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll two.
Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
A bullet to first base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the one out.
The left fielder, Chris Bryant.
2 down with a runner at first, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant. He's set and the pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
A ball and a strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 2 out with the man at first. Pitch is popped up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand 1, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Michael Geddes will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. First pitch of the AB now. And he fouls this one off. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. And he struck him out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Into the box, Luis Guillorme. He swings and grounds it to short. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner. 1 out, runner at first, and that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Now the 3-0 offering.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
The bouncer to the left side. Oh, what a dive. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 1 and the Mets nothing. Daniel Norris takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. At the plate now is Jeimer Candelario. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Yanked on the ground down the line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
Up next for Philadelphia, the first baseman,
Nick Ames back at the plate now, and he's been the entire offense so far with the solo homer he hit earlier. First offering on its way. He swings and misses. Throw down. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there. But you kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
The 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. One out, nobody on. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Now batting, the right fielder.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Jordan Luplow. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that's out.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reynolds has it for out number 3. Phillies go down quietly there, but they lead it 1-0. Next up will be Gleyber Torres. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Up next to the net, the first baseman.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Pete Alonso. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Nope.
Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
A ball and a strike now. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Reese McGuire waits on deck. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hot shot down the line. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
So now to the plate, Reese McGuire, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. The tying run comes all the way around from first to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Freddie Peralta is into the ball game now, as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. At the plate, Blake Sable, as he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1.
Down 21.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. McGuire, the runner at second with 1 away. Well, he just threw that fastball by him. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Fastball, strike 3 called, as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box now, Donovan Casey, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set. The 0-1. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. And it's 1-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch outs to begin the outing out of the pen. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. All even now at 1-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Tyler Duffy will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Byron Buxton will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Now at the plate here is Diego Cartaya. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And now the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Now the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Bryson Stott will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. First pitch of the AB now. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring up the versatile center fielder Manuel Margot. He's set. Here it comes. Fouled away. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Margot is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. The 0-1. And it's fouled away.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Knee high, he barehands it. Wow. Next up is Kevin Biggio. He flew out in his last AB.
Yeah, give me the same at bat. As you stride to the plate right here, give me the same execution. Just get something in the air. You got a chance to take the lead right here. Don't try and do any more.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Trevor Story. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First pitch on its way. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
He's set. The 0-1. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Matt Wisler gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home seventh. Stepping up is Brett Beatty. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
The third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Now here's the first offering.
Ball one, no strike.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
The 1-0 home. High and deep down the left field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. A 1 pitch on its way. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Luis Guillorme. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
And it misses. 3-1 now. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Next, it'll be Brian Reynolds. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the first pitch.
Count 1-0. That's ball. 2 balls, no strike.
Swing and a looper to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him. The throw to third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
At the plate now, Gleyber Torres. No balls and 1 strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
The 0-2 lifted down the line in left. Bryant is there now to put this one away for the 3rd out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. Frustration boiling over with an opportunity missed. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Joseph Shaw has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So here is Jeimer Candelario. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch of the AB now.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And it's 1-1. Pitch is popped up and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled off. Here's another 2-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he fouls this one off. fouled away. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Standing in now, Nick Ames, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-1. Bounces in the dirt for a ball. And he misses again, ball 3.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Next to hit, Jordan Luplow, 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-0.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Tried to get some loft to that swing, but it's 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2. Just hung in there on that one. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. From the stretch.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Ty Buttrey enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 42.
Diego Cartaya will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch inside the throw, and he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Cannon Middleton is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Johan Camargo is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
That's a big-time bomb right there. It's about time now for the closer to get ready and slam the door on this one.
So now to the plate, Reese McGuire. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Ready with the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Three and 0 now.
Those are just 2 great takes right there. Those are pretty good pitches, sliders down and away, both of them. Just off the plate, couldn't get the batter to fish.
Here it is, the 3-0.
Hey.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Margot's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
So the next to bat will be Blake Sable. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. And it's fouled away. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Ball.
2-1. Now the pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Left side, but well foul. The payoff pitch one more time. Pops this one up. Story onto the grass, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And if your mind wanders toward what's left on the bench, there you get a look at what the Mets have remaining to choose from. Jesus Sanchez will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Changeup, good pitch there, 1-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Fouled off. Two and two.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Sable leads off first with one away. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Now a throw over to first. To the plate now, Brett Beatty. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 on its way.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. Last chance coming up for the Fightin' Phils. It's now 2-1 New York. Edwin Diaz comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Diego Cartaya.
Down by 1, I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
Now a flare out toward right center. Torres has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in next, Johan Camargo, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And this isn't his strong side, at least not in terms when you look at the stat sheet or his consistent contact rates. I just don't think he's quite as smooth with his rhythm and swing mechanics when he's hitting left-handed. Now, this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game, and it is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one. But a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Metropolitans came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Joseph Shaw gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Edwin Diaz closes the door for the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base.